Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm John, this is Many a True Nerd, and welcome back to what I'm reliably told by the comments at the end of last part is apparently the final part of LA Noire. Apparently we have made it. The final mission, and we're playing as Jack Kelso, which is kind of interesting, because I always assumed the final mission would, you know, probably be Cole Phelps, given he's been the protagonist for most of the game. But no, the final mission, and we're Jack flipping Kelso. Jack Kelso, who has come directly from the last mission, incidentally. You notice he's still been shot in the arm by that woman who had the gun. And there's a rather cute touch, actually. If you get out his little book, you'll notice coming out the bottom there, he's dripping blood. He's dripping blood out of his hand, out of the bottom of his book. He's losing a lot of blood. I kind of not feeling good about poor Jack Kelso at the moment. Yeah, while I drive to my next destination, I should mention, because I had a chance to kind of go over some of the old kind of footage and have a think about it. Obviously, the kind of what I felt, what I originally saw, it was the slightly weird, random, out of left field Elsa being kidnapped plot was a bit set up, but I think not particularly desperately well set up. So what we did see in the flashbacks that you saw through the newspapers at various points was Fontaine on the phone with someone, basically where it was pretty clear that he just told someone to torch a building, and the idea was it was like therapy, like this guy had like, you know, some sort of psychological issue related to fire, and the therapy and like burning empty buildings was supposed to be therapy for him. But obviously the buildings actually have people in them, and, you know, Fontaine said, oh, that was a terrible accident, but it's clear what was actually going on here. And, we've reached Rapid Exterminators number 1. And the other thing that we kind of came up with was, obviously, in some of the flashbacks to the Second World War that Cole Phelps has had. Cole Phelps kind of pretty clearly, it seems like, well, he was dealing with flamethrower troops while he was on campaign, and it's just a guy with a flamethrower who was a bit Rambo and ran ahead of everyone else and just kind of started flamethrowing everyone, showed up in a couple of the cutscenes. So I'm guessing these two things are connected. So Cole Phelps served with some guy who went a bit mental from flamethrowing everyone. He came home, had an issue with fire, went to Fontaine, and Fontaine took advantage of him to burn all the houses. Then he went even more nuts and, you know, killed the doctor and kidnapped Elsa. I'm not sure why he kidnapped Elsa. There's literally no reason for him to have kidnapped Elsa, because there's no reason they'd have met each other.
I'm looking for a big cowboy who works pest control. Does he work here?
We don't have anyone like that here.
You sure? I'm not the type of guy you want coming back.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Do I want to investigate anyway? Oh, final bit of newspaper. What on earth's going to be in this now? Crusade against corruption. Ah, this is the assistant DA who I want to be working with. Okay. So this is kind of turning more and more into the story of Jack Kelso. Oh, is that Courtney? That Courtney's natty jacket.
From him, Phelps. This is my case.
Shut your fucking mouth. Since when does a bagman work a case?
I knew this creep was in on the morphine heist. Victim of his own product.
Oh, whoa. Okay, this is escalating a little too fast there, Cole Phelps. I mean, actually, you know what? No, that's Salmon Steve's. Yeah, shoot the hell out of him.
Courtney Sheldon was a corpsman, Roy. He served his country. He went out with a medical kit and an Army 45 into places that made the Valley of Death look like a picnic. He was either naive enough or dumb enough to get involved in the Suburban Redevelopment Fund, along with the mayor, the DA, Monroe, and a certain crooked cop. He was involved in the morphine heist, but he has a puncture wound in his jugular, which makes this a murder case.
Then why are you here, Phelps? You're flipping arson.
Say one more word about him and I will blow your fucking head off!
You finally lost it, partner.
I have a pretty good idea why Sheldon's dead. And I know about Monroe. Your vast, corrupt future is draining away as we speak.
I got better things to do than argue the rub with you.
That's right. Walk away, Salmon Sleeves.
Stay with him until the coroner gets here. Make sure technical services bags the evidence. If you let this creep anywhere near it, I'll come looking for you.
Yes, sir. You know, Phelps, you're not the worst asshole going around.
Thanks, Herschel.
Cole Phelps has just gone slightly mental. He's just turned into a bit of a psychopath. He's just drawing guns on people, and now he's just threatening beat cops if they don't cooperate with him. He's gone mad. Excellent. Cole Phelps is a fish. I love a protagonist who just completely bloody loses it. Excellent news. Right, have we got anything else to investigate around here? Because it looks like this place hasn't yielded any actual clues of any description. This guy claims they don't have anyone like that on his books. I can't go into their back room. Yeah, looks like... Okay, maybe we'll just move straight on to the next place, 'cause I feel like there's not much else here. And yeah, so... Yeah, we're looking for a bug spray. Interestingly, looking for a bug spray. Alright, let's... Ooh, rapid exterminators. That sounds like a fast vehicle. Alright, nuclear bug and rodent control. I feel like, yeah, if you were trying to bring someone into your house, say, yeah, I need someone to deal with bugs, would you really go to a company with nuclear in the title? I feel like this is, yeah, I'd say, yeah, potentially that's going to cause more trouble than the bugs were. Well, having gone to the first 2 places the game prompted, and there be literally nothing of interest there, let's move on to number 3. I'd also just like to point out, way back in the murder cases, I actually stopped a bug sprayer van in the middle of the street and pulled the guy out so I could steal his van. So I think I probably could have collared this guy right there and then. Alright, process of elimination. This final place ought to be the one. Unless, of course, it's kind of leading up to a big twist where he's not at any of them. But maybe he's at one of them. Really? Oh, we got a bigger cutscene, I feel like, here. I feel like the game's saving and was loading more before. I feel like there's definitely something more interesting going on here. Alright, what's going on?
I work for the DA. I'm looking for a big cowboy, does extermination. Anyone like that working here?
Well, I wouldn't want to get anyone into any trouble.
We could do this the hard way. An address?
Yeah, he lives in a bunkhouse on the remains of the old Rancho Rincon.
Thanks.
Okay, so we've got an address. Why is it just faded to black? Am I teleporting there? Dr. Fontaine's surgery yesterday. Oh, wait, we've just gone back in. Oh, wait, it's Herschel. Do we get to play as Herschel now? Let's just play as everyone. Screw it. Play with... Oh, it's Rusty.
What's this got to do with me, Rusty?
What? Everyone.
Shrink. Dead in his patient's room. Spine snapped like a twig. The suspect is one of his mental patients.
I've met Fontaine.
His last patient was Elsa Lichtman, Cole. She's missing. Nurse said that she saw some big Boris Karloff type carry her out of here.
The best thing that you can do to help me, Rusty, is let me take a look around.
Sure thing, Cole. This way.
Oh, Rusty. I mean, sure, he was an old-fashioned, horrendous, misogynistic arsehole, but I kind of had a soft spot for him by the end. I did really genuinely have a soft spot for him by the end. So, yesterday, Cole went here and had a look-see round. Okay, all of those can't be opened. This is the office we've seen in a great many cutscenes here. Okay, so, window broken. I don't actually remember seeing him smash the window. I thought he just opened the door. But, okay, fine. And another newspaper. Apparently, is this a different newspaper? Or they just published 2? Oh, this is yesterday's newspaper. Of course it is. The Face of Progress as mayor of developer Leyland Monroe. Yeah, that's gonna fall up. Wait, is that already fall? Did this take place before a polite invitation? Then is this the morning where polite invitation is going to happen that evening, and Leyland Monroe is going to meet his end at that, or not meet his end, but you know, be rumbled at that point. Oh, well, let's see it anyway.
That goddamn pet lunatic of yours is burning down our houses.
Keep your voice down, Leland. Control is of the essence.
Keep your voice down. Do you know how much these sons of bitches charge for lunch? Fuck them.
Leland, we will not solve our problems by announcing them to the general public. We only speed ourselves on our way to the gallows.
He's your imbecile, Harlan. Get him under control or get rid of him.
Speaking of which, I've had to dispose of our young medical student.
What? You certainly are a cold character, Harlan.
He has a friend called Kelso who knows all about the development on Normandy Avenue.
I know about Kelso.
And you thought it unimportant to inform me.
I thought I could take care of it.
Have you?
No, I haven't.
Kelso works for Benson. Is he reliable?
No, he's totally unreliable. But he has so many pernicious habits, he's got nowhere to run.
Can you take care of Kelso?
Don't push me, Harlan. Get rid of the fruitcake. It's no longer necessary. I'll take care of Jim Kelso.
I'm going to be honest, the fact the game needs multiple newspaper cutscenes in order to just kind of fill the gaps is I don't know, it's a little disappointing, because it just means the game probably should have, like, you know, told this stuff all along. The fact that it needs these newspapers multiple times, it needs multiple flashbacks in the final mission just to plug the gaps it didn't bother organically filling at the time, is a shame. It's a shame. It's a sad letdown in some ways. But anyway, let's have a look around. That looks like a readable file to me. Okay, bit of a euphemism for the fact that Dr. Fontaine has sent his nutter to burn everything.
Fontaine was having the houses burned for Monroe.
Yep, we knew that already. And a list of streets. Do I recognise these? It's Morelli. I recognise that one at least. Sawyer. Yep, okay. There we go. And Harlan. This was not our arrangement. Your associate is overstepping his mark. Get him under control. I will take whatever action is necessary. Oh, is this because that was the first case where someone actually died in the house fire? Yeah, he's probably overstepping his mark because either the people died, or was that the one where people were arranged in the weird pose in the living room, which therefore drew a lot of attention to the case. So that could be what the liability refers to there. Okay. Well, that was the crystal ball he used to knock out Elsa, wasn't it? That's presumably actually Elsa's blood, because he knocked out Elsa with that, but he wasn't knocked out with the crystal ball himself. Oh, more! Hey, I love the shading game. That's great fun. Okay, and a bit more.
Heights.
What are these addresses?
Rancho Escondido.
Oh, Escondido, that was burnt. Well, one of them was burnt. Rancho Escondido was the one that was burnt. Okay. Are all of these places supposed to have been burnt? Oh, wait, no. There was talk of a freeway in that flashback. Presumably the big thick line marks the new freeway the government's building. And these estates, therefore, are the ones that are being bought up now with the cheap houses thrown up, because if the land can be built cheap and crappy houses can be built on them, the value of the land rises hugely the moment the freeway's been built. Okay, I think I see how that all fits together. Oh, you see Cole Phelps, and one step ahead of you here. Excellent, new clue, the freeway route. So that's what he's doing, buying cheap land because he knows where the freeway's going to be. Right. You know, I'm still kind of half expecting a massive twist yet. I feel like maybe the game's kind of thrown me off a little bit. I'm half expecting just a massive twist any second at this point. Still, let's have a look at the good doctor himself, see what we got. Oh, he had something in his hand. What do you have in his hand? IH. What does that mean? Yeah, it's a lighter. It's a lighter and it works, but... IH. I don't know what that refers to.
Destroyed by a monster of your own creation, Dr. Fontaine. I've heard that story somewhere before.
Okay, so he died, neck being broken, like we knew. Oop, found something else, finally. Good, good, good. Alright, so, these things, yeah, we knew about them. The Surrettes, because obviously we know Courtney sold these to the guy which provided his investment in the house.
Jack was wrong. It's not about insurance, it's about eminent domain.
What are you talking about, Cole?
The government reclaims the land in the path of the freeway and pays the improved value of the land with the new houses sitting on it.
What about the stiffs who paid their deposits?
Worst case, they get their money back. But the syndicate pockets millions on the improved value of the land.
So where does Jack's boss come into it?
He's the key. He carries the insurance. The insurance proves how much the houses are worth.
And they're worth nothing?
Firewood, all of them.
That's about as neat a scam as you can imagine. How are we going to prove any of this, Cole? Doctor's dead. Monroe nearly bled to death. If they get Jack...
We need the firebug. The Okie cowboy. Get him, get Elsa. Get him, get all of them.
Okay, I think I pretty much called the scam before the game openly stated it for me. I'm feeling pretty good about my detective powers right now. Now, who are we now here? Ranch Bunkhouse State. Oh, that's this would be the guy then. The they keep calling him a cowboy. Do they literally mean a cowboy? Like he was a cowboy? A cowboy who worked as a bug sprayer? Oh, Jack Kelso. We're back with Jack. So we're just skipping between Jack Kelso and Cole Phelps for the finale. I quite like that. Though presumably this is now back to Jack Kelso time, so it's now the evening. So this is now like, I don't know, like 10 hours after the bit we just did there. So, okay, fair enough. Let's just go up to his house. Seems like a sensible starting point. Anyone home?
Guess nobody's home.
Right, kicking in the door it is then. Excellent news. Okay, so this is the flamethrower he used in the campaigns that he fought in and around Japan, and he brought it back home with him. And did he actually use it for... I wonder if he actually used that for flipping starting the fires. That would be a bit extreme, but I guess there's nothing to say he couldn't have done that. This place looks pretty trashed. I wonder how long has it been since he's actually been here? Oh, this is the thing that from the very beginning of the arson cases. So this is the adjusted regulator that he installed to make some of the houses go boom, which is a much more likely way of starting the fires than using his own personal flamethrower, I guess. But obviously, I guess Jack Kelso wouldn't know what that is, because obviously he didn't do any of that investigation. That was all Cole Phelps. And is that one of the BAR things that we've seen dotted about as well? Okay, so this guy's pretty well damn armed to the teeth. This guy, we need to be careful around this guy if we decide to take him on at some point. Also, how many flipping doors does this house have? It's got 3 external doors. That's a bit excessive. Oh, little cutscene. And, oh, all of the paper cranes. Oh, which is exactly what Herschel found in the, what was it, the second or the third mission? The second or the third arson mission. The second, I think. Paper cranes. We found one. That's pretty creepy. I'm going to go in there last. That feels like the place where the incriminating evidence will be. Let's do the other rooms first. Alright, let's see what's going on here in the crane room, though.
Quite a flock you got here, kid.
Interestingly, of course, having the paper cranes in the same room as the candles is a terrible idea. Let's unfold this thing. It's going to be one of the flyers, I guess. Yep. There we are. So, now we kind of know that he... Well, actually, we don't know he worked for Leyland Monroe. That's no proof whatsoever, because we know those flyers are all over the city. You could have picked one up from absolutely anywhere, so... That really doesn't mean much at all, quite frankly.
The river tunnels. This guy's a tunnel rat.
Okay, so he lives down in the tunnels, or well, he has a plan anyway. And there's our connection to the army.
Jesus Christ, I know every one of them.
So this was potentially the guy who actually served in our very unit.
Oh my God, Ira. You poor backwards son of a bitch.
Okay, so this is actually the same guy who served as, I don't know, whatever the title for Flamethrower Man is, in both Cole Phelps and Jack Kelso. Actually, no, Cole Phelps and Jack Kelso didn't serve together. Wait, they kind of served together. I think so, anyway.
Meet me at the LA River Tunnel entrance just north of the First Street Bridge in half an hour. Don't ask questions. Just be there.
Oh, I feel like he's going to get knocked out from behind yet.
This is DA's investigator Jack Kelso. I have an urgent radio message for Detective Cole Phelps.
Oh no, maybe not. Maybe we're just fading to black. We're just fading to black. Alright.
KGPL calling car 11K, 11 King, come in.
So, back to Cole Phelps. You should be getting that message now.
Go ahead, KGPL.
11K, see the man. A 207 just occurred on the spillway north of the First Street Bridge. DA's investigator Jack Kelso reports a kidnapping suspect outstanding in the LA River tunnel system with a hostage. 11K, handle
Roger
code 3.
that. The hell is Jack playing at? Like a suicide note. Half the LAPD will be down there hunting for him.
We need to get there first.
All units on all frequencies stand by. Car 86 Adam is in pursuit of suspect vehicle heading southwest on Sunset Boulevard. Suspect vehicle belonging to Jack Kelso, described as a Navy Chevrolet Fleetline. License number 4, William 0286. Car 86 Adam is in pursuit.
They picked up his car. I'll need help to make it to the river.
Hang on, I'm confused. I'm really confused at the moment. So, Jack Kelso is...
That's Kelso's car.
Why are they chasing Jack Kelso? What crime has Jack Kelso committed? What? I'm really confused now. Oh, I think I may have just started knackering the police up a little bit. But okay, I think we can do that. Apparently I've just started the police are now the baddies? Is that what's going on here? Uh-oh,
How many cops do these guys own?
Can you drive a little bit faster, please? Because I'm being shot. I'm being shot. Oh, wow, okay. The police that these guys are buying are really crappy police. Maybe I should just go faster. There we go. Off we go. Lovely. So somebody bought the police, and now they're trying to kill Jack Kelso. Who did that? The corrupt DA? I guess? Is that who it was? I have no bloody clue. Oh, I've just knackered Jack Kelso. Oh, I'm really sorry. If that's what I just did. Okay, luckily the police cars in this case seem to be really soft and flimsy next to usual. So a single tap and they just seem to spin out at the moment. So that's fine. And there we go. Just get past him nice and quick. Oh, I'm stuck on a fridge. There we go. Good, we got away at least. Ah, you see, they spin out really fast and easy. Oh, but Jack Kelso might be in trouble at that roadblock up ahead if I don't do something to help him. There we go. I think there's a roadblock coming up ahead. That was where Jack Kelso met his end last time. Oh no, he managed to just made it straight through this time. Lovely. Oh, I'm feeling like potentially I'm... that's got to be a bad guy right there. There we go, you're dead. Yeah, everyone's suddenly really flimsy and made of paper. There we go. After all the car chases where it's been pretty hard to spin people out, all of a sudden it's very easy. So all I need to do is just avoid trouble, hopefully. Well, there's police on our tail, but they're not that close by, so are they going to be able to find us? Yeah, I feel like actually we've got some pretty good clear space between us and the red on the map. We might be doing alright here. We might have done pretty well. There we go. Are we finally going to join back up?
Who is this guy?
Peterson, assistant DA.
What's he doing?
He's here to cover our backs.
I'm going in there, Jack.
No one's trying to stop you. I found this at the ranch house. He's marked his routes. I'll go in here. Cole, you take the next entrance. Biggs, I need you to take the car and cover the spot here. I think that's his fail-safe exit. Cole, he's one of ours.
What are you talking about?
Right where you are!
Got it?
Got it.
Peterson, you want to be DA? We'll earn your salt.
So, Kelso is your boy, Peterson? Been working with Phelps?
Oh, it was the corrupt police chief. Of course it was.
Handy lad, that Kelso.
You can't imagine what those two have uncovered. It could go all the way to the top. I hope you won't be implicated.
Oh, you're the new broom, Peterson?
Looks like it.
And do you think he'll make it out of there alive?
I think he might. He's a difficult boy to get rid of.
All right, Peterson. I'm listening. What's your offer?
Oh, I really hope Peterson's not about to flipping sell everyone out and become massively corrupt. That'd be annoying if so. Oh dear. Right, well, apparently there's shooting to be done here. So who am I actually killing at the moment? Who are these guys? I've lost. No, I'm completely bloody lost. You've lost me, LA Noire. I'm not even sure who I'm shooting at this point. Oh, I've lost my hat though. Where's my hat? No, get your hat back. Oh, I need to flipping end the gunfight so I can get my hat back. Right, can I examine these guys to figure out who the hell they are? Who the hell are these guys? Okay, now we've got a more powerful gun at least. I think we've cleared out the enemies for the moment. Let's go get our hat back. Not without my hat. So hang on. So the corrupt police chief pretended that Kelso was a criminal, right, in order to stop him uncovering the conspiracy and so forth. So the police all tried to murder him. Kelso was travelling around with the assistant DA. The assistant DA has managed to hold the police back. So who are these guys down here? Because they're not. They don't look like cops. They look like more like gangsters. So are these like Leyland Monroe's thugs or kind of one of the other thugs within the conspiracy? I guess. I'm not sure. I'm a little bit confused about that. Well, I've got a much more powerful gun at least. I feel a little bit better than I did before. Oh, that looks like flame over there. That looks like someone being set on fire. Hopefully not Cole Phelps. Danger, deep water. I feel like the game wants me to go this way anyway, to be honest, but... Am I about to be killed by jumping down here? No, it's not going to let me, in fact. Okay, never mind. Oh, okay, you are allowed to jump down this way, just not all of the time. That's kind of weird. So what have we got? Ooh, weapons. Lots of weapons. All the weapons. What have we got? We got weapons that we can use? Very often it doesn't actually... This one. This is me. Ooh! Captain Shotgun. Yeah, okay. Captain Shotgun. Captain Rapid Fire Machine Gun. Okay. Okay, that's the BAR thing. Or that's the explodey one. Yeah, I'm feeling like shotgun. I feel like Captain Shotgun is the way I play this game, and it works quite well most of the time. So, Captain Shotgun away. Okay, possibly this is a terrible location for Captain Shotgun. Could you just come this way a bit more? Yeah, you know what? Captain Shotgun away. There we go. I feel like this is more appropriate. This is more appropriate to where we are. This is way more appropriate to where we are. And into cover. Yes, this is a better gun. This is a better gun for long, straight thing. Definitely feel like Captain Flamethrower's around here somewhere, mind. So that'll be the guy himself that we're trying to hunt down, ultimately.
That's it. Out of ammo.
Oh, this is a terrible time to be out of ammo! This is a terrible time to be out of ammo! Okay, good. Secondary gun still good though. Yeah, literally just run into 3 guys and just immediately run out of ammo. Bloody brilliant. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. Oh, hello, sexy. I mean, it's not quite a jetpack, but it's the closest thing I'm gonna get. Jack Kelso's just going for it, man. Jack Kelso's just like, yeah, screw it. Screw it. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it one chance in my life to do this. Let's flamethrower up everyone. Time to very quickly learn what the effective range of a flamethrower is, by the way. You know what, I'm going to try this without the flamethrower, because I've died twice with the flamethrower, because it doesn't appear to have the range to reach up to that guy. Whereas this gun does. So, I guess I'm just going to use this gun, because it's much, much easier to actually, you know, use. The flamethrower, unfortunately, despite being obviously badass, as a flamethrower is, wasn't actually capable of hitting the damn people I needed it to hit. Right, do any of you have a rapid fire machine gun? Because I like them better. There we go. Much better. I mean, I'd guess, given the fact I've seen some of these guys being flamethrowered, I would guess that these guys are sent in to deal with the flamethrower guy because he's become a liability. But then, who sent them? Because I've already pretty much dealt with the Suburban Redevelopment Fund. Those guys are pretty much finished. So, who exactly sent these guys?
Are you okay, Princess?
I felt better. He saved me from the doctor.
Hi, Tex. Do you remember me?
I'm not sure that I do. Have you come here to kill her?
Why would I do that, soldier?
Isn't that why you're all here?
I'm here to get her out.
But not me. You haven't come for me.
No, not you. It ends here.
You were with the 6th on Sugarloaf, weren't you?
I was?
And the Hawk?
Yes, I was.
You're Sergeant Jack Kelso, aren't you? Where's your uniform, Sarge?
At home in my locker, Hogaboom. War's over, soldier.
I know that, Sarge. I'm fighting a different kind of war. I fight for God now.
We all fight for God, Ira.
In our own ways. Not everyone knows it.
Elsa, are you all right? Get away from her! It's all right, Cole. He doesn't want to hurt her. Ira was with us on Okinawa.
What? You know this guy? Don't you remember me, Lieutenant? I remember you. No. Don't. You ordered me to burn that cave, Lieutenant. That cave full of civilians. A hospital.
What is he talking about?
It was war.
For God's sake, I can't be held responsible for everything that happened.
I don't blame you, Lieutenant. You helped me to help other people.
Ira lost his mind on Okinawa, Princess.
Sheldon asked the doctor to help him get back.
The doctor helped me to find my path. And I helped him to a better one.
Elsa's going to leave now, Ira. She will be all right. You've helped her, too. Get her out of here. Vix will help. His ex is nearby.
Jack, I need this guy to make the case.
Hasn't this poor bastard given you enough? Get out of here now!
For God's sake, Jack! What are you going to do?
Don't cry, Liz. Sergeant Kelso has come to help ease my way. I was proud to serve with you, Jack.
Get out of here, Cole!
One final flashback then.
What do we do, Lieutenant? Jesus, look at all the kids! The goddamn screaming! I need to think!
And how do you expect to do that, you fucking maniac? They're burned to a crisp.
Finish them off. Do it humanely. We are leaving this place.
You do it, Phelps. Get your own fucking hands dirty. I'm out of morphine.
Put these people out of their pain. Now! That's an order!
So this was what Cole Phelps got his medal for bravery for. He burnt a cave full of civilians, then ordered them to be shot at point blank, and one of their own shot him.
Everyone out of here now. Double time! You two get Lieutenant Phelps to an aid station. Weapons team will be blowing this place in 2 minutes. Everything that happened in here stays in here. Do you hear me? I don't want to ever hear another word about it.
Killed that man!
He was doing him a favor, Elsa.
Cole, up here! I'll get this grader. Hurry! The water is rising!
You're first!
Oh, it's doing more than rising.
Get out of here! I'm not arguing. You're wounded, Jack. Let me help. What are you waiting for?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, dear. Cole Phelps dead? Are we dead? Cole Phelps dead? Oh, funeral of Cole Phelps. Oh my goodness, they actually did it. Cole Phelps. Oh no, wait. Oh yes, that is Jack Kelso. That's Jack Kelso. This isn't some kind of cutaway or kind of fake out. Well, Cole Phelps then died making sure that Jack Kelso survived.
We're gathered here to honor Detective Cole Phelps. Cole Phelps was the best kind of man. Hear, hear. A war hero who led his men with true...
What the hell is this? Why is this man leading my cocking funeral?
A cop wrongly accused who never lost his faith in the LAPD and the system.
Fine. You belittle his memory.
Elsa.
Get out of my way, Jack. You call yourself his friend.
A detective who fought to expose the evil corruption of the murderous Dr. Fontaine and the rapacious property tycoon Leyland Monroe. Go to her. Will you, Herschel? A reformer who recognized the need to remove the odd bad apple from a department made up of good men. Herschel? A man who never gave up.
Yeah, Jack.
Who continued to fight the good fight.
I think you knew that, Jack.
The fight that cost him his own life. A good husband.
He wasn't.
A good father.
He also wasn't.
And may I say, a good friend.
Not to you. Well, my goodness, that was not the ending I was expecting. Very mixed ending, isn't it? So Cole Phelps died, but he died a hero. He died giving his own life to save other people from a slightly bafflingly weird water surge that kind of, not sure why that happened. I guess it was raining really heavily when we were driving outside. Was it just a natural function of the weather? But equally, like, I can't see that like massive water spouts exploding out of all the sewer covers in Los Angeles was a thing that came about by design. That doesn't seem right at all. So yes, but Cole Phelps dead of flipping salmon sleeves, giving a slightly biased and yes, lying by omission little oration at my own funeral. The last person I'd want to do a funeral. So upsetting that my German girlfriend stormed out of it, and where I was heralded as a good father and husband, and I was neither. I cheated on my wife, and in fact, if I tell you, I didn't see my wife or children at the funeral, but I saw my German floozy. So yes, that's very disingenuous to hail me like that. Oh, Cole Phelps, you fell from grace a little bit. By the end, you'd clearly gone a little bit mad with your desperation to make amends for the bad things in World War II. And I suppose he desperately wanted to make amends by kind of landing the biggest case and being heralded as a hero for proper reasons, but in the end he did something much more heroic, which is, you know, he personally sacrificed his life in an uncomplicated way to save other people. So I don't know, maybe in that way it's actually a very nice ending, because even though he didn't get the redemption that he was looking for, he got a much better personal redemption. So yeah, okay, I can deal with this. I mean, it's from, maybe for Cole Phelps it's not a perfect ending. Maybe a game like this was never going to have a perfect ending for the character of Cole Phelps. So what an interesting game, though. What an interesting game. I've never played a game quite like this before. I'm not aware of anything else quite like it either. Fascinating game there. I mean, it could have probably brought in some of the stuff a little bit earlier in terms of the information. There were a few information dumps in the final mission where it just needs to fill in some kind of background details that it could have woven a little more seamlessly in. And I'm going to be honest, the second half of the game is not as good as the first half. I'd say that actually the driving and the murder cases, the homicide cases, are by far the most interesting, because it feels like there's much more proper detective police work going on in those cases. You're actually kind of gathering clues and piecing it together and interviewing people and actually kind of coming to conclusions, whereas I feel like actually in the second half of the game it was much more the game had decided that there was this story involving corruption and vice, and this story involving kind of, you know, the Suburban Redevelopment Fund, and the game just wanted to tell that story, to be honest. So it just kind of got on with telling you that story, and that was it, really. It didn't have much time for you to actually go out of your way and investigate and explore it for yourself. And I feel like I actually, you know, figured out what was going on in terms of the Suburban Redevelopment Fund pretty early on in that process, but the game was just kind of lagging behind, because at that point it wasn't really letting me figure it out. It was just leading me by the hand. So I don't know, maybe a game that fell a little bit apart on the second act. Like the ending kind of, I'm sad there's no kind of big dramatic wrap up at the end. I was kind of hoping the conclusion would be gathering together, you know, like the corrupt DA and the corrupt police chief and Layla Monroe, and gathering all of them and doing a big kind of four-way interrogation, trying to play them off against each other and things like that. So in some ways, just kind of the shooting mechanics being the final mission is a little bit disappointing. But as a story, I suppose this game ultimately is, it's incredibly story-driven. It's all about the story and the atmosphere. I suppose as a story, Cole Phelps's very quiet personal redemption, not the redemption he actually looked, but maybe a better redemption that he was even looking for, is a nice way. Is a nice way to end off the story, I think. So, yeah. What a wonderful game. What a wonderful, wonderful game. Very fascinating, very unique. Good experience to have gone through. Poor Elsa mine, she's lost a second flipping close male person in her life in a space of a few months. That's two people died in unfortunate accidents in a row for her, so unfortunate for her. Oh, but we've got one other thing to do apparently.
How about this for a headline?
Guess which former 6th Marine hero has been promoted in the LAPD?
No idea.
Well, it could be anybody.
You give up?
Tell us or hand over the fucking paper.
The Shadow, boys. Our very own Silver Star winning son of a bitch.
Phelps? He didn't die, Jack. He did just fine, and that's all we're going to say about it, right?
The one and only. Look at this picture. Golden boy getting his badge, wife and kids in tow, and looking awful humble in the process.
Well, he's
That phony bastard.
I wonder if they've been holding my job for me after all this time.
What job was that?
Mechanic.
Ain't you seen all the war bond movies, Sarge? All the best mechanics is women. You're gonna have to work as a gigolo from here on in.
I was a bus driver in Santa Cruz. You know, no pictures in the papers or medals for me, though.
Can't believe I just went through Petaloo and Okinawa just to go back to being a washing machine mechanic.
How is it that jerks like Phelps get it all?
It doesn't have to be that way, guys.
What are you talking about? It's always gonna be that way.
Do you have any idea what you guys are sitting on?
Yeah, a ship full of Army surplus.
You're sitting on surplus morphine. 2 tons of it. Can you imagine what that's worth on the streets? Hundreds of thousands of dollars.
You're shitting me.
I'm not.
You're talking about stealing it?
Keep your voice down. Do you want to have us all thrown in the brig?
God damn it, Sheldon. You want to go into the dope business?
No. I want to be in the peace dividend business.
What is that supposed to mean?
It means I want the guys who fought for a better future to get some share of it. You interested, Jack?
Come on, Top. We could all get out from under.
Oh, it's the chance of our lives.
It's everyone or no one, boys.
I'm not having a bar of it, Courtney. You may be the bravest person I have ever met, but I swear to God, trouble follows you around like a pet fucking dog. I thought you wanted to try for medical school.
So what do you want, Jack? What's the future got in store for you?
You guys were all heroes in the war. Every single one of you. Even if your next door neighbor or your wife never know it and don't give a rat's ass. Fuck Phelps and medals and citations and parades. Fuck the public who are bored with returning GIs. I have nothing but respect for what you guys and the rest of the 6th have done. You go through with this, and you'll be nothing to me.
That was a very odd cutscene to have put right at the end of the game then, given the whole stealing the drugs and the drugs being kind of, stealing the drugs and the drugs being sold on the streets, and then the resulting problem with gangsters was kind of wrapped up. It was kind of wrapped up like 3 or 4 parts ago before we hit Arson. That was wrapped up at the end of Vice, so it's kind of... Yeah, I find it kind of weird that that cutscene's there. I felt like the end of the Vice cases would have been a better place for that cutscene, quite frankly. That's... I don't know, that's a bit odd that that was, that's kind of the final thing the game decides to show you. I mean, I guess it just reaffirms that Jack Kelso was a big damn hero who didn't want to get involved in it and thought it was a stupid idea, but we already knew that, so... Yeah, some odd choices for the flashbacks the game shows you at the very end there. And to wrap things up, ladies and gentlemen, I've decided to return to better times, to just travelling back in time with Bukowski, my old best friend Bukowski, who is a lovely partner to work with. And we've just come for a lovely date in the park together. Oh, happier times, happier times. Me and Bukowski in the traffic cases. No one was paying attention to us. No one was setting us up. We were just doing good work, solving minor cases, getting commendations for it. Happier times. Happier times indeed. Bukowski, great partner. Should have just kept him. Life would have been easier if I'd have just kept him. My partner all the time. So that's the end of LA Noire. That is the end of LA Noire. I'm not going to do the DLC cases. I don't actually own them anyway. But even if I did, I feel like after 19 weeks and 19 parts, that is enough LA Noire. When I started doing the Saturday series like this, I always said I wanted to just give a little bit of time to games from the past generation that I'd never got round to, but I felt like they deserved more than one kind of given part. So it's just shove you over. Yeah, screw you. I love how you can just run into people over and over in LA Noire, and they never mind at all. Beautiful. Yeah, I always just want to cover these games that I hadn't covered previously, and this seems like an excellent, this just seemed like a really good chance to do it. So I want to move on to something else, and I do want to move on to something else. And as for what the other thing is, well. Look out for a trailer this weekend. I don't know if it'll be today or tomorrow. It'll be one or the other, but I will put a trailer out, and we will be cracking on with something brand new next Saturday. Something very different to this. I do want to kind of mix things up a little bit and have something very, very different to this. But I've enjoyed this game. I've enjoyed this game an awful lot. It has been a fun game to play through. It's been a really fun story. It's been a really interesting story. And I think it's a really interesting end to it. You know, as I say, not perfect. Not perfect. The second half is nowhere near as good as the first half. And in many ways, I kind of wish that, you know, that Vice and Arson had been slightly more self-contained cases like Homicide, like kind of Homicide was, and a bit more of a plot arc to it. But honestly, I'd have been happier with just more cases like Traffic, where each of them was their own little mystery a little bit more. I think maybe the game got a little bit too obsessed with its own overarching kind of plot towards the end. But such a fantastic game, and I'm so thrilled to have experienced it. I thoroughly recommend trying it out if you never have before. Obviously, there's lots of cases in this game you haven't seen, so I've not shown you all of it because I haven't shown you the DLC cases. So, I think I'm going to leave you guys. I'm going to leave you guys with a little something that you've never seen before. So, that's nice. That's nice. Kind of leave you people with, oh, there we go. Yeah, that's right. Get out of my way. I'm cold bloody Phelps. Yes. And as Bukowski and I drive off into the sunset, there's only one more thing to say, and that's thank you all so much for sticking with me through this much longer than I expected series. And hopefully on this next Saturday we will discover some more very interesting games. In the meantime, I've been John, this has been Many a True Nerd, and this has been LA Noire. Thank you very much, and good... That was entirely your fault.